Tonight in boys hoops, it's all about Division 4 as the Northwest District brackets kick off tonight with the sectional semifinals. We start in Northwest 4 for an in-town Lima battle. 10-seed Temple Christian travels to their NWCC rivals, 8-seeded Perry. Commodores won the December matchup 44-36, now looking for their 11th straight season with a tournament win. They're up 6 in the final seconds of the third, and Desmond Cobb hits the stunning buzzer beater. Celebrating with the student section, the sophomore puts Perry up 30-21. To the fourth, Pioneers look to get back in striking distance, and Dawson Clay's dominant in the paint all night. He finishes with 9 points and 15 boards, but Perry too much to handle. Brady Shively in the near corner sends the triple home. Commodores boast a 12-point lead, and just seconds later, Shively in transition finds Zamir Daniel down low for the three-point play. Perry wins 38-27 to set up a date with St. Henry in Friday's sectional finals. Across town to Lima Central Catholic for the red-hot #1 seeded T-Birds on a 9-game win streak. They ended the regular season ranked 5th in the state. The state tournament hopefuls now open the postseason against Ada. But the 13-seeded Bulldogs are in this game early. Down by 1, Zach Zimmerman dials up the long three, and late in the first quarter, Ada has the lead, 8-6. Out of the timeout, Thunderbird offense starting to put it together. DeMar Foster hits a crucial three to put LCC back in front. They end the first, leading 14-10. Second quarter, Bulldogs not going away quietly. Caleb Hickman coming downhill, pump fakes, and goes up to the window, making this a one-score game, but the home team clamps down. After the two-pointer, it's a run of 13 unanswered, including another long ball from Foster. He hits 5 triples on the night for a game-high 17, and LCC wins 53-30 to face New Knoxville in the sectional final. Our final Northwest 4 semis clash features the NWCC champs and the USV Rams hosting the Max Fort Recovery Indians. Picking up action in the second quarter, Rams up 6 when they go to the Conference Player of the Year, Alex Sanders, who uses the up and under move to get to the bucket and score off glass. USV up 21-13. Later in the quarter, Reese Guggenbiller hits the deck, recovers the loose ball. Then, Rex Laverin pushes it up to Troy Holman, who finds who else but wide open, it's Guggenbiller. The senior rises up and splashes in the corner triple. Deficit cut to 5. And the next time down, Holman draws recovery closer as he freezes, then the defense. Then drives to the cup, finishing with the scoop and score. Indians now down by just 3. However, right before the half, Maddox Underwood closes the door, hits the deep 3 at the buzzer. The Rams turn a 7-point halftime lead into a 58-45 win. USV's now set to play New Bremen after the Cardinals picked up a big road win against NWCC runner-ups Ridgemont. And the final sectional title pairing in this bracket sees Marion Local winning big against Waynesfield Goshen. They'll have a MAC rematch Friday when the Flyers look for revenge against the Minster Wildcats. It's #4 Miller City, looking for back-to-back seasons with tournament wins for the first time since 2016. And it's a battle of Wildcats in a rematch with PCL rivals 10-seeded Kalida. And despite the seeding difference, it was Kalida who won the regular season meeting by 17 points. In the first, we got lots of traffic under the post, and persistence pays off as Will Otto sends it home. Miller City gets out to a 13-2 lead, but Kalida clawing back. Nathan Colley gets the pass, and the sophomore flashes 3 on the board. The Roadcats pull with an 8, and after 7 more unanswered, they've tied the game. Better make it 10 as Jacob Siebenek dials it up from long distance. Kalida takes a 2-point lead. But down the court, Miller City responds right back. Brendan Barloggy gets the hoop and the harm, and the home Cats win 43-31. They'll host Crestview in Friday's sectional final. Elsewhere in Putnam County, it's a Northwest Conference rematch. Jefferson looks to avenge an 11-point loss against Lipsick earlier this month. And in the fourth, they lead the Vikings by 14. Ty Lammers looking to get Lipsick back in it with the old bucket in the Band-Aid, now trailing just 40-29. Later in the quarter, though, Jefferson's Isaac Gallmeyer hits Gavin Howell, and the freshman nails the triple try. Then, just moments later, Gallmeyer lobs it up for Carter Agner, and the senior connection puts 2 more on the board for Jefferson, who's got a 16-point lead late. The Vikings will try to continue and chip away. Lammers takes control in the paint, and despite the 3-on-1 situation, the junior still finds a way to score. But on the other end, the Wildcats are not letting up. Kellen Carter from beyond the arc, and his triple try is true. Jefferson wins 56-39. They'll be on the road to play Pandora Gilboa in the sectional final. Now for the D4 Northwest sectional semi. After coming off a win, Lincolnview squares off tonight against Corey Rawson in the first matchup between the two. We'll pick up action in the third. The Hornet turnover leads to a Lancers fast break led by Bennett Kill. He takes it downhill for the finish, and the Lancers trail by just 4. Then, later in the quarter, if at first you don't succeed, then try again, as Wilson Garmotter tips it in to stop the Lancers' 6-0 run to start the quarter. Hornets lead 19-17. Ensuing moments now, the Lancers down by 1 when Gavin Evans spots up in the corner and dots the I to give the Lancers the 2-point advantage with a minute to play in the quarter. The fourth now, Hornets trailing by 9. Austin Inbody hits that to pull his team within 7, but off the steal, Cal Evans lays this one in, and Lincolnview wins 46-35, advancing to play St. John's in the sectional final on Friday. The final pairing for Friday's sectional final will see Parkway hit the road after they narrowly escape against Putnam County's Fort Jennings Musketeers 50-49. Panthers will take on Ottoville. And as we mentioned earlier, Miller City's set to host Crestview. The Knights picked up a dominant home win tonight against Continental. And how about we drop in on Northwest District 3? The 14-seed Van Loo Wildcats facing off against the 6-seed Arlington. The Red Devils having won the last 4 meetings head-to-head. In the first quarter, Van Loo's Landon Saltzman works his way deep inside the paint, and the junior lets go of the fadeaway rainbow to put the Wildcats on the board first. Later in the first now, game all knotted up when the cross-court pass for Arlington finds an open Brady Griggs behind the arc. He'll get the shooter's bounce to give the Red Devils a 3-point lead. And he'll put the Red Devils on a run with that bucket because they're now up by double digits. Caden Russell gets his hands on the Wildcats' inbound pass, takes it all by himself to the cup to extend his team's lead, but Russell's not finished just yet. He goes down the lane for the lay, and the Red Devils win big, 76-32, advancing to play Mohawk on Friday.